is it that's, come on, Maverick, stay in your lane. Things you got to deal with out here. What motivates you to want to come out here and deal with some of the things that truck drivers have to deal with on a day-to-day basis? You have to be away from your family. You're out here for long hours driving, day in and day out, having to deal with traffic, appointment times, rushing, long waits at the docks, you know, just the elements. There's a lot involved mentally with truck driving that I'm imagining that if you're new to it or you haven't had access to it yet, you may not fully think about it. What is your motivation? Some people come out here because they need money. You know, your home situation is not, you know, a financially stable one, so you say, well, I can get my CDL, get in the truck and make money to help support my family, to, you know, do whatever. Some people get into it because they like to drive and they think that, you know, coming out here and being able to see the world is something that, you know, and get paid for it at the same time is something that they really, really want to do. There's tons and tons of reasons why people want to come out here. Okay, so whatever your reason is, you take that, you come out here, then what is your motivation to stay out here? You know, I eventually want to own a truck. I eventually want to own a fleet of trucks. Okay. Do you have a goal, a plan set up for how you reach each stage of those particular goals? I want to own a fleet of trucks. Where do you start with that? You have to have your mentality set to where you are at all times willing to motivate yourself to stay out here. It's hard. When you're away from home and you have a significant other at the house, even if they're on your team, even if they say, oh, it's no problem, you know, go do what you got to do. There's still that pressure. There's still mentally in the back of your mind where you want to go home, where you want to have some downtime, where you want to stay in your own bed, where you want to play with your kids or, you know, just be around your friends and family. Money is a great motivator, but I guarantee you, if you talk to people that's been out here any length of time, that gets old. You know, money is definitely a beautiful thing, but your motivation switches. You know, you might be okay with a little bit of money that you get in the beginning, but that doesn't last long. You always want to keep going and get more and more and more. But at what point do you get to the point where you can stop or slow down and enjoy your time, enjoy the money that you made? Motivation is a key factor. You have to stay self-motivated out here because nobody's really out here pushing. You know, you got that 3 o'clock appointment time, 3 a.m. appointment time, you done pulled over for the night and you have to get up at, you know, 1 o'clock in the morning, find somewhere to get a shower, you know, whatever. Just, there's a bunch of mental key factors that are involved in staying motivated out here. You have to be mentally tough. You know, people are going to be in your head about what might be going on at home. You know, are you going to be able to stay out 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a time without going home? And once they decide to tell you, oh, we're going to send you on home this weekend, but something comes up and they can't send you home, that's frustration that sets in. Oh, well, I'm okay with it. Not really. Not really. You know, it's one driving is more than just getting behind the wheel and driving a truck. It's a lot more to it, and you have to be prepared. You know, money, I get it. I want to take care of my family, I get it. But when all of the garbage comes down and your company is not, you know, you started out getting, you know, 3,000 miles with no problem. You could easily run, you know, more miles or whatever it is, you're getting in a week. But all of a sudden, you know, now you're getting 2,500 miles. That's not so bad. I'm still okay. Then you're getting 2,000 miles. Your mentality switches to, well, I ain't getting the miles that I want no more, and everybody else is getting miles that I see on Facebook or on YouTube. I want to get miles like they get miles, so I'm gonna switch companies. Okay, you switch companies. That's more time and effort down the drain. And what do I mean by that is the simple fact of, okay, you got to take all of your stuff out of the truck. You got to switch your mentality again. Then you got to go into orientation. You know, is that company paying you for the time that you're there? You know, you got another, you know, how you going to get to that orientation? You know, this is all time that you're not spending out here making that 1,600 miles. You know, your mentality has to be, your motivation has to be, well, I'm gonna take this 1,500 miles this week and tough it out, and maybe even next week, and then, you know, things might get better because things fluctuate out here. Ask anybody that's been out here, man. Things don't stay the same. Even dedicated runs, some things happen. Holidays, someplace that you pick up from might not have the materials, or something happens at that company where you can't get your shipment, and then things change up. These are things that you got to deal with. You get to a company and they close. By the time you get there, because you got the wrong information from your company saying, oh, you can go pick up at 4 o'clock, but for some reason this company is closed at 3:30. Are you prepared to sit there until they open up again? What is your motivation? It's a lot of different things that you're going to have to be prepared for. It's a new year. You know, where's your mind state at? These are my questions. Hopefully, you'll start thinking about setting yourself up to be prepared for the bad side, the downside. There's plenty of great things that happen out here. You'll have great days once you get out here. All of your pickups and drop-offs are excellent. You get to the dock, and no sooner than you back into the dock, they're unloading you. You get in and out of the place in 15, 20 minutes. Those days are great. But are you prepared for when you get to a place and you think you're going to be in and out of there because you got another pickup coming to get you home, and you got to be on that dock for 6 hours, and it just screws your clock up? Mentally, you have to be prepared. You have to motivate yourself to fight through that particular instance and figure out what to do, what your next best course of action should be. There's a ton of examples, but that's all I have for you today. You know, get your motivation together and be prepared. For this lifestyle is not easy. It is rewarding, but it is work. Live with no regrets, people. Thanks, Mom.
Don't let me down.